hitting the go button. Maybe.
His nickname is Superbad.
Oh, I hope we don't lose everything. I'm gonna feel like a jackass.
What kind of things do they do in an establishment called Silk? Pretty sure she gets a lot of comments about how effing hot she is, so she's probably tired of him. But
Well, you kind of had to suspect that that's what was going on anyway.
there's no reason he shouldn't have qualified. I guess he did crash kind of twice.
Throwing
Yes.
that at the wall and seeing if it sticks.
Oh, that's the one.
This is the Talkin Moto podcast.
Hello, pretty face, I've seen you along the way. I'd like to get to know you, if that'd be okay. These questions that I ask, they might seem a little strange, or forward to your mind, even sound a bit deranged. Prepare them for the time, you see all I am is peeking at this checklist that I have, and the boxes I'm deleting. It's both for our own good, and it's what I do to say, if a future we do have, if conversation would remain.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome, Talkin Moto podcast, September 21st, 2015. Jason and Jeff, we are back.
Yo.
We were on a little bit of a hiatus or a break. I enjoyed it. Jeff,
Mow the damn lawn or sit the F down. That's all I gotta say.
whoa.
I'm going 38, bro.
You're gonna have to send me this link to this video that you guys were watching. I'm interested now.
We'll have to do that.
So yeah, well, it took a little break. Packing some chew. Maybe.
Is that obvious?
No, just a guess. I'm just guessing.
You're wrong.
Oh.
Oh, you're right.
But yeah, so I kind of didn't do a lot of moto stuff, which was awesome. I did drink a lot, and I went out of the country. We can, if we want to talk about that, we can. Don't have to though.
Avocados from Mexico.
But man, a couple shows left, and that's going to be a wrap. So thanks everyone that's been helping us out this year. Mike at MB1, Moto Kazi, Matt down at Plainview Power Sports, Clayton at Fine Tune Motorsports, Jason with the Northland MX, Chad and Andy at the Open Mic, and this SKD guy. So that's it. We're almost done. Throwing in the towel.
Really? Done for good? As in like retiring?
Probably not, but
Oh, okay.
unless you guys want to throw it in. It was a good run, 2 years.
I'm gonna go join the Pulp Hockey podcast.
Oh god. So yeah, what do we got? SoundCloud, iTunes, Stitcher, YouTube. Make sure to follow us on that Instagram at Talkin Moto Podcast, Twitter at Talkin Moto, Facebook Talkin Moto, talkinmoto.com. You guys know the drill. But did you guys watch the race from Glenn Helen?
I watched
Sure did.
Second Motos.
Did you? I'll be honest.
I bought it, so I watched the whole shooting match.
Was it good? Coverage good?
Yeah, I mean, I think the 250 motos were pretty boring. They weren't boring necessarily. I guess they weren't great. No, the first one was good. The second one was a little boring. The 450 moto, the first moto was awesome. Second moto, a little bit of air was let out when we didn't get to see the showdown for the last. It was probably going to end up being a last lap or second to last lap pass, which I'm certain would have happened, but
Are you talking
didn't
about?
happen.
I'm gonna say his name wrong, but that Fevra guy. Is that who you're talking about?
yeah, I think you said it
Oh,
just fine.
He
Roman Fevra.
said it right.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Let's. I can say it again. I can screw it up.
He cut
But-
like a 5 or 6 second lead down in like 3 laps down to nothing, and then tipped over at the top of the hill. Wasn't. I don't know.
I don't see. I might. I might not have saw that on the TV broadcast. I didn't know that guy even crashed, but I saw it on the highlights. I don't know if they showed that on TV or not, but yeah, I don't know. I couldn't. I think I was just busy. I wasn't into it. I recorded them, and I normally I would have been all over watching them. I had really no interest in watching it. What's wrong with me?
You're a sad, sad, lonely man.
Even I tried watching them even tonight when I got home, and I'm like, I'm watching it, and it's like, yeah, it's on in the background.
I was actually really excited to watch him last night. It worked out just perfect, you know. Go ride during the day, come home, watch some dirt bikes on TV. Just a good day.
Where'd you guys go? Meadow? Oh no. What is today? Oh my god.
Us guys didn't go anywhere.
Yes, I went to Meadow alone.
Good turnout?
It was about perfect, actually, until the quads showed up, but that's another story.
I was just actually thinking about Meadow today. How late does he run? Does he pretty much go till it gets too cold or snowing?
Yep, pretty much. Pretty much.
So is Prime good time?
Oh, it was basically perfect, you know. I think Saturday might have been a little bit sloppy from the sounds of it, but Sunday was just the right amount of moisture. Some nice changes down there. Track's a lot of fun. And yeah, good time.
Jeff, where were you?
My heart said I should go, but my bank account told me no.
I hate that.
So
That happens.
And now you know why. Me.
on the upside, I got my cars in the garage. If that means anything to anyone. That's about all I did Sunday.
Can you come make that happen at my house?
Oh. So Grant almost made me look, well, it doesn't take much to make me look like a jackass, but I was kind of reading a few things on during the week, and they're like, Grant this, Grant that, and I'm like, I don't want to burst anyone's bubble. I just didn't see Grant winning or doing that well.
Well, then you look like an idiot.
Yes.
He looked a lot better than...
Idiota.
Oof.
I thought he hit the dropped the anchor there in the first moto. I was kind of surprised that he ran so good for so long, and then all of a sudden was 17 seconds back, like the lap after they passed him. But he said he rolled his ankle or something.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, when I heard that, I kind of figured it was going to be, typical Josh Grant, ride really well, get hurt, probably would start second moto, but probably wouldn't finish it. But I was wrong. But I don't feel like I looked like too much of an idiot thinking that, because that's pretty normal. But I was excited to see him doing so well. He looked good.
Did look good.
He rode like he needed a ride for next year.
Yes, he did.
I wouldn't be surprised though to see him, go to Europe. That might be something that would suit him. Make some good money, probably.
Think so?
Yeah, I think he'd get paid really well to go to there.
Well, I don't. I meant the you think so before you said he'd probably make some good money.
Oh.
I don't know that it would be a good fit for him, but
I
I don't know him personally, so.
I got a random question. Jeff, are you on your phone?
Yeah.
Can you hear him, Jason?
He's a little quiet, but yeah, I can hear him.
Is it better if I put my phone near my mouth?
That's much better.
All right.
Maybe if you put your phone in your mouth. That's perfect.
Loud and clear.
Well, loud, not necessarily clear. Kind of mush mouth.
Mush mouth.
I'm bringing mush mouth back. I don't know why that
Apparently
went
that
away.
doesn't work.
Oh my god, that was awesome. Yeah, I just kind of I figured Grant'd be like 10th, 8th, 10th, normal, but I don't know. But then like what Caroli just came back. I don't know. He just did a lot better than I thought. I don't really have a reason why I thought he wouldn't do that well, but that's it. That's all I got.
It's kind of been his MO, for the last few years, to show up at a race where nobody
I don't know. There it goes.
nice consistently like that.
Right. What is your thought about the track itself? Did you guys like it? I didn't.
I was extremely glad I didn't have to ride it.
It looked horrible. I think my TV ratio was out of whack because it looked like it was like really narrow. Do you guys see
Well,
that?
in some spots it was extremely narrow.
Yeah.
It looked really weird. It looked like it was like I was reading a little bit of stuff about it, and they said that they didn't dig it as deep, and it definitely looked like it was pretty damn hard packed on there. Didn't look like it's the typical Glenn Helen.
Yeah, it looked like they had almost like they had scraped a lot off of it and then didn't dig it very deep, and it was just kind of what it is.
Yeah. I don't know. But it was. It was pretty warm, but I don't. Yeah, just it looked different. Yeah, like you guys said, and then even from I'd say like the our national versus the GP. I don't know, like maybe just the being tilled different, watered different. It looked different.
I couldn't believe the start. I don't know how it was in the first two motos, but man, both those second motos, how do they allow that start to be so friggin' dusty? Good God.
There was someone. It was I thought the first moto. I don't know if that was MX2. There was a crash, but otherwise I thought they got through there. I don't know.
It's crazy. Just crazy.
What else we got here? So, all right. So kind of regular guys. Oh no, computer's yelling at me. Oh my gosh.
What do you mean by regular guys?
We're
average Joes?
No, I kind of made a list of I put U.S. guys and kind of normal guys you'd see, racing this summer. So Grant got second, Webb third, Wilson fourth, Jason Anderson, Millsaps, and then Muskin. He's not obviously a U.S. guy, but obviously I didn't see what happened. Did they show what happened to Millsaps? I think he had a pretty shitty second moto. I think Muskin did the same thing.
I was kind of surprised how poor he was, Muskin. I figured he'd be better. I don't think too many of the guys were that jacked up about it, that weren't really had anything to prove.
Right.
Then why race? I don't understand that.
I don't really get it either, but I mean, I can see him doing it and like going gung ho in the beginning, but like having one sketchy moment and then saying, "Yeah, that's enough of that."
Yeah.
And I'm sure over there on that track there was probably a lot of sketchy moments.
A lot of puckers.
I would imagine so. I don't know. I was just jacked up so much about that first 450 moto. I was freaking yelling at the computer, and it was awesome because I'm thinking, okay, Cooper Webb's going to do everything he can to keep Fever behind him. Like, it's going to get nasty. And then Fever goes around him on the outside. Like, I just couldn't believe Cooper let it happen like that.
Oh, coming down the hill.
Yeah. I figured he'd just keep going straight and just push him to the fence, but I don't know.
Do you think it has anything to do with Febvre not being a guy that Cooper Webb normally races. I kind of feel like if it was anybody else, he probably would have, but just because he's in an odd series in an odd situation, maybe he wanted to behave himself a little bit.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I don't know. It's hard to judge whether or not he was. What was that? That was so he was like one lap away from winning. Second moto, he was kind of gassed, I think, and it didn't go the way he wanted. I think he got third. Didn't he go 2-3 or something? But
Yeah,
I don't know. I think he really wanted to win. I mean, you could see it that later when he kind of got a second wind and came after him. He like at the one. I think it was right after what would be the second turn. Didn't he kind of come like straight across and almost run into the side of Febvre, like trying to make something happen that was definitely not going to work? I feel like he was kind of in desperation mode at that point, but I don't know. I think he really wanted to win, but
Yeah, but I don't know. Third ain't too shabby either.
I think like you say, I think the 450 definitely wore him out. I just said I think a whole lot.
It's okay.
I quit thinking. Nope, I don't think.
I don't.
Sorry, I tied my brain behind my back to make this fair.
well, that's just half of it or the whole thing.
Nope, just half.
Okay. What is that?
I'm losing it. I've lost it. It's gone. No, I mean I'd be happy, especially I don't know how much he's been riding that thing. You'd have to think quite a bit. Wouldn't you imagine once it got done? Or you think he took a break?
I don't know. I mean, I highly doubt he jumped on the 450 and just rode the 450, to get ready for this race. I got to believe he's been doing some Supercross testing.
Right.
Well, no, but he's doing the 450 next week at the Motocross of the Nation.
Right.
Well, that's true.
So I'm sure he's probably been working on it, trying to dial it in, because honestly, he's probably the strongest from what it looked like. I don't know, Barsha maybe is better, but Cooper's going to be hard to beat on starts because he's kind of lightweight. So the dude's going to pull hole shots probably no matter where he goes with that rocket ship under him.
Mm-hmm.
I think Barsha is going to be pretty good, but I don't know if he's going to be. I don't know. I'm kind of thinking, originally I was thinking Francis probably got the home field advantage and they had a really strong team, but Paulin's been kind of weak lately. Like I think he got 13th both motos Sunday, which is way below where I would have expected him to be. He should be like 4th or 5th. He's got to be the second best guy behind Febvre.
Yeah, but even what'd Muskin get? He was down there. He was.
I don't know. Muskin's racing at 250 though, so he's basically going to be racing against Martin, and I don't know who else is running 250s for the other. Scotland or England or whatever. Great Britain is a pretty good team too. That's Sean Simpson, Max Anstey. That's who he's going to be up against, Anstey.
Yeah.
And then trying to think of who the other British dude is.
For Great Britain?
Yeah.
Wilson.
Oh yeah. There you go.
Did I just impress you with my knowledge?
You did. I was for some reason I was thinking. God, I can't think of who I was thinking now. It went away, but. Yeah, that should be a good team, I guess. Wilson rode pretty well at Glenn Helen, and if he can get his arm pump situated, he'll probably be pretty good.
I was impressed, but you didn't say mushmouth, so I'm no longer impressed.
Nah, I kind of started making. I got a list of all the guys, and then when it got down to like, I think I made it as far as the Czech Republic guys, and then I'm like, all right, one, I can't pronounce your names. I've never heard of you, and yeah. Then I stopped.
I'm surprised you went that far because I sure as hell wouldn't have.
Yeah, you got
It
France.
should be pretty good. France and Great Britain and USA are looking pretty good for the top spots, I think.
I was kind of thinking. I think I think the big thing is just no crashes. I think
And
that's
what makes it so freaking great anyway?
what Britain.
Yes.
Whoa.
Well, let's just call it the United Kingdom then.
The UK. Oh, what did I get in my eyeballs?
Is there a list of the teams? Where do I find that? MXON. I'm
Actually, I
guessing
think
on the MXON website.
no. I think I found it on. I think it's MX Addicts. I think is what it is, or something like that.
Mixon?
I can.
This freaking website that Ustream has for MXGP is just videos. It's like no other content on here other than videos.
Yeah.
Why? I don't want always videos. Whatever.
This could be risky. I'm gonna try something.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Should be good. Are you gonna buy it, Scott, or what are you gonna do?
I think it's MX. No, probably not.
Oh, you sissy.
Because actually, dumb question. Is it? It would be sad. What time is it on? Do you know?
No idea.
Because they got to be a couple hours ahead of us.
Just a couple.
Yeah, probably one or two. They're probably Eastern time, I would guess.
Or 8 or 9.
I'm guessing it'll be at the butt crack of dawn on, I don't know, Sunday.
Yeah.
I like watching the qualifying stuff too on Saturday, so I'll probably buy it sooner and watch it.
So if you buy it, you get all that stuff.
Yeah, I think you get everything for the whole weekend if you buy it. And I don't think they charge any more for that one either over top of the regular races. I think the GP ended up being like $6 and some change.
Oh, that's not bad.
So
Nah, I have to check it
not
out.
too bad.
Yeah, I just don't know what the weekend's gonna be like for me, but yeah, maybe, because I think worst case, we're just gonna be screening away. So I'd be in my office. That'd be something to have on, especially all weekend, or the Saturday stuff. So
I won't be home, so don't expect me to watch anything.
whoa. No, that's okay.
I don't know if you guys remember, but I told you that Roman Fevro was like one of my favorite racers back when he had that big gnarly crash at that one race and picked his bent bike back up and went back and won the overall.
I saw that
And
one.
I loved his attitude. Like he was charging so hard on Sunday where everyone else kind of, I think Grant and those guys were moving pretty good too, but a lot of the GP guys were just kind of going through the motions, and he was out there charging super hard, which is cool because he's obviously got really nothing to gain, but I don't know, it was pretty badass in my opinion.
That was
like
that
he was
track.
out there with something to prove.
Yeah.
That
I'd like to see him come here too. That'd be awesome if he came over here. Maybe that was what he was trying to do, was show as much speed as he could in front of the USA people and try to get at least some baseline to say where this guy's at compared to some of our guys.
That was the track that it was all muddy, right? They got a
Yep.
crap load, yeah, and he just got all squirrely off that like tabletop, and
Yeah, he like swapped at the top of a tabletop because he came up short and then high-sided down the backside of it. But I thought it was pretty cool too that Caroli set the fastest lap of the race in the second one. I think the fastest lap all day he set in the second moto, and then basically blew his wad and pulled off. But
I was gonna say he didn't finish.
no. But I'm sure he hasn't probably got the fitness, and then it was mid-90s or whatever. And I don't know. I think his was kind of a statement thing too, where he's like, "Yeah, well, you won the championship, but I'm still faster than you." But
Whoa.
he's getting
But
hot, too.
but I
He's
can't
gotta be
finish
like,
the race.
yeah, he's got to be what, 28 maybe? I would bet. So he's getting up there.
Well,
Kind of wonder how many more he'll have. He'll have probably next year and maybe one more.
I don't even know how you spell that guy's name.
Using a typewriter. Ding.
Don't laugh. It's all I got.
Oh, I'm laughing. You got the word processor going.
So overall, did you enjoyed the MXGP of USA? He's 29, by the way, Jeff.
Caroli is?
Mm-hmm.
Shoot, he's older than I thought then. Yeah, I guess I enjoyed it. I mean, it was obviously, I think it's better because of the time of the year it was for us, because there's a lot of guys that didn't really have anything else going on. And the only downside to it, I guess, would be that it's so far after our season. A few of the guys probably were whimpering about having to stay in shape for another few weeks, but it was pretty cool, I think. I think they could do more of them here. It'd be cool if they did like 2 or 3 rounds here. Maybe one in the beginning. Of course, no one will attend the ones in the beginning because they got hurt. But I think it'd be really cool to have more of them here. Get more of a kind of a both continents world championship, or not really both continents, but us and them together more often. It was pretty evident in the 250s who's faster between the Europeans and us, although they didn't have much to ride for. But
Well, like, I don't know. You think they could get rid of the Mexico round?
probably.
Put that somewhere. But
I thought a couple years ago they canceled the Mexico round because of bad weather. The track organizer couldn't get shit together.
probably drug cartel.
That could be it.
Track owner was beheaded.
Yeah. And a drug deal gone bad.
Yes.
I had no idea.
I thought it was pretty cool. I don't think I would have been near as entertained if I hadn't watched as many races as I watched this year. I think just coming into this cold without any knowledge of the whole GP circuit, I don't think I would have been nearly as entertained. But
You know what I really like about it is that, like you said, you've watched the whole season, or a lot of it anyway. I have, for the most part, watched every round. And you kind of start to get to know the riders. You get to know who's good, who's fast. Like I didn't know before I started watching it that like Anstey's really good in the sand. And he won several of the sand races. But he was pretty good on Sunday too. He came back from like dead last starts to, I don't know, he finished 5th or something in that first moto. He nipped Valentin Guillot right at the end, which they had an awesome battle going. I was telling Matt that Valentin Guillot has probably some of the coolest style of anyone out there for as far as his riding style goes. Guys like whipping it and scrubbing hard over everything, which was pretty fun to watch. But I think it's kind of cool to get to know these guys. You see some of these names on there like Evgeny Babrashev, and I'm picturing like this like grizzled old Russian dude that's like, I don't know, wearing one of them fur hats and defending Stalingrad, and then you see him and he's like a 20-year-old dude. Like, you didn't hear him talk, you'd think he could be just an American from down the road. So I don't know why I feel like they're so much different over there, the people, but it's just cool to see you get the coverage, and like you said, you get to kind of watch the racers and over the season. That's been fun. Definitely something more than, it's one thing to just like watch a few races, but to follow an entire championship, it's pretty good to, I don't know, it kind of makes it more fun.
I liked how Villapoto kept calling him Bobby, like they were buddies.
They all do. Yeah, they all do. That's just their like short, like the commentators call him Bobby. Like, I don't even know if that's just because, what else do you call him? Evgeny? How do you abbreviate that?
But to call him Bobby was pretty funny.
The Russian Bob, they call him Russian Bobby.
Actually, the fact that Villapoto was even in the booth was pretty funny, I thought. But
I don't really freaking like him in the booth, man. He
I don't
drives
either.
me
He was
kind of
terrible.
nuts. Like,
Yeah.
he will not answer a question.
No.
He's like a politician. That's what the guy should be doing with his next stage in life. They'd ask him a question, and then he'd like skirt it for so long. Like, I don't like, just answer it, dude. You're retired. What are they gonna do? Fire you? You know, you don't have to kiss anyone's ass at this point. Quit being so political about everything. The way you answer a question, you don't want to upset anyone. I don't get it.
Everyone's so damn sensitive.
God, it was just, I don't know. I cringe a little bit when he's in there.
He's just a puss.
Yeah, I thought both of them, even Osborne, seemed kind of weird. But I mean, that'd be, no different. You got two guys that maybe they've talked, maybe, but it's not like they've done that before, So it might be weird chemistry, perhaps.
I'm sure it's not as easy as it seems. You know, I mean, I'm guessing it's a little nerve-wracking knowing you're on TV and talking to people and trying to articulate a point very quickly and answer the question is tough. But he just seemed like he skirted the answers. Like, I don't know.
I mean, that's how I am right now, knowing we got thousands and thousands of listeners. It's tough.
It's a little scary. Yeah,
Yeah.
It is.
I understand.
It is tough. It's tough to come up with the right answer all the time. Maybe
I
he's just
picture
so
every single
ingrained.
one of them naked. So.
Oh, you're supposed to picture everybody else naked? Why am I sitting here naked then?
Well, I was gonna say I'm already naked, so I don't need to picture it.
You guys are doing it wrong. Yeah. Well. It would be kind of nice if someone would just come out and not sugarcoat it and tell it how it is. And
I think he's just so ingrained with that from all of his podium interviews. I'm surprised he didn't start spewing out 100 sponsors every time he asked him a question.
Well, you can
I
tell
can't thank everybody.
He must be contractually obligated to Monster Cowie for a little while longer yet, because I don't know. He was just talking about, like, we were at the truck, we made some changes. Like, he was talking almost on behalf of Monster Energy Cowie, because that's who Grant was riding for. So it just seemed kind of like, I don't know. He seemed like the kind of guy who wouldn't be there otherwise if he didn't have to be. But he's also going to the Motocross of Nations, so
Yeah.
maybe he likes it. Maybe he freaking deep down inside he actually likes this shit, and he's gonna keep sticking around, and maybe he'll make a go of it again.
Maybe he'll actually develop some character.
Possibly, he might actually get a personality at some point.
or not.
Probably not.
Well, hell. All right.
Hills, Bills.
We already kind of started to talk about it, but so what do you think? What do you think the chances of USA coming out on top in France?
Sketchy at best.
I'd say I'd give him about a 48% chance. I think it's really between them and two other teams, but I think more so France. I think France is stronger. So, being it's on the home soil, so.
Did you?
I don't know. It really depends if Paulin shows up or not. Man, the guy's kind of been weak lately. Even Russian Bobby's been beating him here and there. So.
Has it always been this close? Or maybe I shouldn't say close, because it's been a while since the GP's been this way. Otherwise, none of these guys would have raced anyway. So we would have skipped the race this weekend. So then it would just been the MX of Nations. So I'll just quit talking.
Yes. Stop talking.
Yep. Okay. Let's go to commercial.
That's been their tactic supposedly for what they do is they hold the Nations right after the GP so that all the GP guys are still in race form, but we've been out for a month and a half at that point, usually, or a month at least. I just think it's funny that everyone. I mean, that's not my opinion. That's what some people think, that they're out there trying to do everything they can to beat the Americans, but I don't know.
I don't think after the last few years they're all that worried about the Americans anymore.
Yeah, it's kind of tough to say. They're
They're just
worried,
like they're just like the rest of the world.
Oh, come on. No, I think if they keep it on 2 wheels, no crashes, I think we got a shot. Don't ask me who I think's going to beat us, because I don't know. Team Canada.
they
Blame
are
Canada.
not sending a team.
Oh, shoot. That's okay. But I was trying to... it looked like they had almost like a live feed of the track, like they were doing some changes. I don't know if that was on the MX website, but I clicked on it and I got nothing. But it was something like track changes live or something. It's hard pack, but it looked like it had some nice lines in it, though. I don't know if you remember or seen it, Jeff. Have you seen this track before? Have you guys searched it?
No.
What's it called again?
Ooh.
Ernie.
There you go.
Ernay? Yeah.
I didn't.
Yeah, there was
Ernie?
I think there was a Motocross of Nations there not that long ago at
I was
Ernay.
gonna say I thought it was like maybe 5 or 6 years ago.
2005.
Oh, damn it! I was nowhere near.
RC Wyndham
05,
Tedesco,
huh?
baby.
Yeah, I was gonna say Carmichael, Wyndham, and Tedesco. Yeah.
But
Because then the next year was Villapoto on the 250s.
Yes. Yeah.
Sweet. It's a hard pack track, right? That's what you said?
well, it's weird. It looks kind of hard packed, but then like it isn't. But it's not like Millville or like a Redbud. To me it's harder than that, but it's not like like say Kellogg hard packed. What's in between? That's what it is. I have no idea what track that compares to, though. But that's why I was trying to look at that live feed to see what they were all doing to it. But no, it looks good.
I don't think you know what you're talking about.
I don't. I have no idea what I'm talking about. I'm just pulling the shit out of my ass. But
That's an accurate statement. I can vouch for that.
finally, some truth on this damn podcast.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
Shoot. What, you guys want to hit up that commercial? No commercial? It's up to you guys.
We should end on the commercial.
End on the commercial? That's fine with me. We can do that, too.
Didn't you have a bunch of garbage in your nose?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I can, I don't know, this is completely non-moto related, but I can tell you why I think women make bad drivers, if you want to hear that.
I think we all know the
It's all
reason for
garbage. He pulled it out of his ass.
Yeah. What else we got? We got the Monster Cup. That's October 17th. Did you see the track preview for that?
No.
Hopefully it stays the same. It actually looks pretty sweet. They finally got rid of the start. It's inside, so that's cool. Like, it's elevated up, and then they come out. It drops down, and then the part. Hang on. So then the part that it drops down, that's actually the turn, I guess, for when the track comes back around. So what I'm thinking is, gate drops, they take off, and as they take off, they're gonna pull the like the barriers and all that stuff into the track, into the start straight, and that's where the Joker lane is. So it looks really like the Joker lane looks really slow because it looks like a couple tight S turns. But yeah, there's no like long straightaway like Thunder Alley or whatever the hell they called it, you know. So I like that. It looks a
No
lot
split
tighter.
start.
Huh?
Don't they
No
go
split
outside for a
start.
long time though?
No, they still go outside, but it's like they go out and it's like they go out, it kind of goes left, does like a U-turn, and then it's pretty much straight across the back. They got like a, I don't know if it's going to be like a wall or if it's just like a flyaway, and then they come back in. So I think it looks good. So hopefully it races good. But yeah,
We'll see.
everything else looks to be the same, you know, the 3 10-lap mains, so hopefully that'll all work out. And I tried looking at like the rider list, but I thought like Dungey's not doing it, is he? There's a couple.
Oh yeah.
There's a couple guys. I suppose he's done it in the past. I don't know why I didn't think Dungey. There was just a couple guys I saw on the list that I'm like, I didn't think they were doing it, but they're on there, so evidently they're doing it.
So what is this? The third year or fourth?
Oh man,
Oh, it's the fourth,
is it 4?
right? Because Villapoto won it the first year, Stewart the second, right? Or Stewart the second, and then Millsap's last year. So their tagline for this new track is the most unique Monster Energy Cup track ever in 4 races. That's really up against some stiff competition there.
I'll have to make sure I tune in for that.
It's so unique, you guys. I mean, it's the most unique one they've ever had in all the history of this race.
Shit's getting crazy.
Yes.
So yeah, that'll be kind of neat. I didn't see any whip competition for me to get angry at. So I don't know if they're doing that or not. They probably are doing the pit party stuff, but program-wise, I didn't see any of that in there. But obviously, all the main guys, the amateur all-stars, the super minis, and then the KTM juniors.
Obviously.
That's it. That's all I got. Oh, I didn't look it up because I really don't care about it. But when's the Red Bull Straight Rhythm?
You're right. Don't care about it.
That's a terrible question because no one cares.
Okay, good. Then I don't feel bad. I think if it was, you know,
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna watch it though.
I think the title for that event is misleading. I think it should be known as the Red Bull Rainbow Rhythm section.
That would be a curve though. It's not a curve.
maybe they
Is it a curve? Maybe it is a curve. Isn't it at some raceway now? Some speedway?
I know they were doing like qualifiers and this and that, and I think it's something. If you're there live watching, I see it being a good deal. You know, fun, entertaining to watch. To watch it on TV, I really could care less about it. That makes me.
I couldn't.
Sound like an asshole now, but
I couldn't care less about it.
But so yeah, I might tune into it, maybe, but I won't like DVR it and be waiting for it and watch it twice. I won't be doing that. What else we got? So what? Mora had the one of the last 3 moto format. Everything seemed to go all right from what I saw online. Did you guys hear anything different?
Premiere event. Everybody I saw posting on it. Everybody loved it. Sounds like Kurt and the crew did a hell of a job putting on the show.
And I hear J-Mart was up there. doing some racing. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
He was just there Saturday, right?
I didn't hear which day. I just heard that he was there. Ran what?
I
250.
thought he was. I thought he was there all weekend, but I could be wrong.
Well, maybe he did, but I heard he was flying to France on Friday or on Sunday. So
Oh, I didn't know if it was
But-
Sunday or Monday, but
maybe it was Monday. I don't know. Maybe he was there both days. I have no idea. I obviously
I-
wasn't there.
I don't either. So I wasn't there either. Kind of wish I was now, but I'm over it.
So you think they'll keep it going?
Yeah.
Because then, well, we'll get to this in a little bit, but Millville's this weekend, so that's the same
Well,
deal.
Too late to introduce any changes anyway, right?
Yeah, it is.
So yes, it's a go for next year.
Oh, dang it!
I would bet that there's going to be some changes to it. Probably, I would think the number one thing would be the timing of it. Would be something they'd look at changing because that seemed to be a big issue for a lot of people.
Well,
What do you mean, just so late in the season?
Just the back-to-back aspect of it. That was something that I thought initially when I first. I don't know what I went to a meeting or something, didn't I, Jason?
yeah.
I was at that building one time with you guys, and I don't know if I asked about it, but the timing seemed kind of strange to me to have two of them back to back. I don't remember what the reasoning was for it, but that's something that I think that a few people had a small bit of issue, and I saw it as, if you have a bike problem or something on the one, you have, basically 4 days or 4.5 days to get your bike issue parts ordered and all that to get it ready to go for another can't miss race. And that was a little tight as far as I'm concerned, I guess. But
Yeah, because that was, well, I don't know how much we want to get into that drama on Facebook, but like, so if Moto 1 happens and you DNF blows up, you're SOL then, or can you do a borrowed bike, or has this question been answered, or
No,
you're just
you can't
screwed?
do a borrowed bike. You have to use the same bike all weekend.
yeah,
So then you're screwed.
But that's no different than any other weekend.
Okay.
yeah, that's
So
a rule that
it's not. There's a lot of people that brought that up and blew that way out of proportion. It's like 99% of everybody races 4 motos every weekend. And if you race both your first motos and your bike blows up, you can't race your second motos. That's just how it goes.
Well, and the thing is, it's only enforced through protest, I believe. So
Yeah.
I mean, I've done it. I've had a bike issue and then switched bikes and rode a different bike, second moto, and no one has an issue with it. You have to have the same numbers. So, like, I think I did it with Shrimpy's bike, and we had the same plastics, so it was the same bike, so it was just swapping plastics.
You cheater.
Yeah, but I've seen different people ride a different. I've raced second motos for someone, so no one knows who they are under the helmet. So it's
You
like
cheating son of a bitch. I don't think I could probably get away with that.
We did.
this was at a Supercross event many years ago. I raced Matt's main event after he did the heat race, but I may have done it too, like at Elko or something. I don't know. I feel like I've done it one other time too, but.
Yeah, my brother raced as me one time at Elko in one of my classes, and I remember they're like, he called me to the trailer, and I'm like, yeah, you might as well just scratch me from that one. So that was pretty funny. But yeah, I was trying to think. I don't know that I've ever done one moto and not a second moto. Usually I've always crashed out, and then I was done. It probably wasn't really the bike's fault, but I think practice. I think I had my throttle break once, and then I think I just raced my brother's bike. But what I started with first moto is what I raced second moto.
Well, that's totally okay.
But
I don't know. I think that, like I said, that's something that you'd have to get protested. And I would I'm not sure how many. I suppose if you went out there and won the damn thing, you'd have a hard time probably getting away with it. But
I think for the most part, as long as you don't race the first moto on a 250, second moto on a 450, you're probably going to be okay. But is it legal? Technically, no. But
Sweet.
so
it's going
I
to be
didn't
interesting
hear,
to
like,
see how it goes this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be nice. It would be nice to actually watch it play out, because we didn't hear anything. I didn't see really anything other than a bunch of, kind of congratulations to Mora for putting on a good event. But I'd be curious to know what the turnout was, how it was received, and all that, I guess.
Yeah, I haven't heard any numbers. I'm not exactly sure how crazy it was out there, and I don't know what to expect this weekend. I don't know if it's going to be all out madness or if it's just going to be like any other weekend.
Yeah, because they're putting up. Oh, do I have my? Now let me know if I have my times and days screwed up, because isn't it also the Viking Clash?
Yeah,
So
it's also the first race for next year.
yes, they're like triple dipping right now here. Oh boy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have to take a loan out on the old house or something to pay for this weekend.
Why?
Oh, I don't know, because they usually jump the prices up a little bit for the Viking Clash, and then I'm sure they're gonna spike the prices up a little bit for just like Mora did with the camping and everything else. So
Yeah.
I mean, it is
The
what it
camping is the
but-
only thing I don't agree with, but as far as entry fees, I paid $40 to sign up for this weekend. That's $10 more than normal. I didn't pay the $30 that I usually pay for practice. So,
Well, it's definitely per moto. It's cheaper, right? I mean, it's not, because what is you figure one moto is worth $15 if your entry fee is normally 30. So you get a third moto for $10. That's a better deal overall. I agree that the people. I mean, I don't know the camping. I don't know why that would be more. I guess, but whatever. It's
because
their
it's a
prerogative.
premier event. It is
It's
what
not
it
that
is.
to me that wasn't such a big deal. It's like if you're already into this thing 15 or whatever 12, 13 races. Like, come on now. If you're going for points, it's going to cost you what it's going to cost you. Don't camp there. Go stay somewhere else. Go stay at a Walmart and drive there in the morning.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I was always irritated in the past when I'd go to, specifically a couple times I got a little irritated at the Viking Clash because it was more money per class, and I don't remember. I know I did get a plaque from there, but I don't think it was anything different than what they give out on normal weekends. But I don't know. It was like I know they pay out A class better on the Viking Clash, so I felt like we were paying for A classes bigger purse, but there's probably more to it, of course.
I was gonna say, yeah. I mean, they're putting out. There is a pretty good sized purse, isn't there? Isn't it a 3,000 purse? But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. They're kind of getting more too. So, but what was I seeing? So, yeah. So like Jason said, you got the online registration. That's good through Thursday at 11:55 p.m. So it's $40. Otherwise, Friday looks like it's going to cost you $45, and then if you just do Saturday, you're at $50.
Yep.
Let me skip to that. So yeah, what do we got? So it's the 8th annual Pro-Am Viking Clash, and you got the Halloween bash, Jason or Jeff. That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Yay.
But oh yeah, we should little shout out to Greta. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Keep your trick-or-treaters away from my trailer.
Oh man. But so yeah, it'd be fun. So Jason, you going down all weekend? It sounds
Yes,
like.
sir. Gonna head down there Friday afternoon.
Ooh, nice. Hopefully, man. I don't know about you guys. I love the weather. I don't know what it's been like up by you guys, but I know yesterday, I don't know what it got up to, but it was fairly warm during the day. But man, man, at night it's just like nice and cool. Oh, be some nice camping weather.
Other than all the freaking rain lately.
Uh,
But this past weekend was really good. It was, I mean, Sunday was pretty much reminded me why I love riding in the fall. I mean, it wasn't quite there, but it was pretty much perfect to be riding on Sunday.
awesome.
Looks like more of the same for this weekend, so should be good.
Let's see, what else do we got? Might have to correct me if I'm wrong, but Motokazi's all wrapped up. The only thing I saw for those guys was the banquet, October 23rd.
Yep.
Oh, man. I don't know what's going on. October 23rd. I feel like I have something going on that weekend. I don't know what.
Can't believe it's already banquet season again, or going to be in a month. It's like, man.
It's over.
Last year at the banquet, I won a Strider bike.
Do you remember
Me
last
too.
year's banquet?
I remember it very well.
Was last year the one we walked around and got a little ham skied?
Yep. A little bit.
I believe I might have hugged the toilet to bed.
We sat up in the hotel lobby until what, 4 o'clock in the morning?
Oh, man.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that night. Yeah.
That was a pretty good time.
That
When
a
was
good
that?
time.
Was that in November last year? Or was it October?
I think it was a week before Thanksgiving last year.
I was gonna say there was a Christmas tree up. I do recall that.
Mm-hmm.
Why
It
is there-
asked me to hold my coat. So
Oh, man.
I am super awesome when I drink. I don't care what everyone else says.
Well, maybe we can see as it gets a little closer. Maybe we can make something happen again.
There isn't a Christmas tree, though. Where are we going to hang our coats?
I don't know. I mean, well, we might not have to wear coats if it's this early in the year.
That's true.
Perhaps we can
Maybe
bring
we'll
a Christmas tree.
Maybe. Well, there you go.
But
And we're not taking my truck downtown this year. That's not happening.
the folks should pile. Oh,
We're gonna take mopeds downtown.
I'm in.
I mean, I
you need
should.
to look up, Patty.
Yeah, you'll have to send that to me. I'll check it out.
You guys, I started a fire on Saturday morning at like 11 a.m. and it is still burning. Saturday to Monday night, and I bet it'll be burning in the morning.
Smokey Bear is very disappointed in you.
Dude,
Especially as
this
windy
thing
as it
will not
was
go
today.
out. Yeah, but we've been getting dumped on with rain. Big deal. The funniest thing is I woke up, I went to bed Saturday night and I thought it was out, and I woke up at 3 in the morning and looked out there and there was 2-foot high flames coming out of it. I was like, God, I got to get up and go put that out. And then I went back to sleep and woke up at 6 and looked at it. I was like, oh crap, it's still going.
It's burning my house. Oh,
It's
shoot.
it's a railroad tie. Those things just burn forever.
Oh, yeah. They'll burn forever. You also probably have a natural gas line underground there. It's probably leaking.
Oh, this thing just doesn't get any smaller.
I have a methane deposit underneath the ground there, and it's burning.
Dude, that would kick ass.
I would sell it to the highest bidder.
You start bottling it.
We were
We need more
Probably sell
bottles.
around here.
we were burning bowling pins a couple weeks ago.
Those are fun to burn.
Yeah, those lasted quite a while.
I think those are maple.
Now let's see. All right, so Motokazi Banquet, October 23rd, New Prague Ballroom. We got 5 o'clock. It opens. Dinner at 6. Awards at 7. Shout out to Jason Place. 3rd overall. Look out, huh?
Terrible.
What? You're not excited about
It
that?
was- no.
Oh.
One season I'll be glad to forget about.
Oh, well, sorry, I didn't edit that part out.
Yes.
Let's see what else.
And the way things are going, I'll probably forget about it because I forget everything these days.
It happens.
I had already forgotten about it till you brought it up.
I was out snooping today. Found some info. What about this? We could head out to Club MX October 23rd through the 25th. Got their big open house.
You fly,
Way
I'll
too early for a
ride along.
Put it on that credit card.
Yeah.
Make it happen. So, yeah, I just saw, I don't know if they just started throwing all that stuff out today on Facebook, but yeah, it looks pretty cool. So, a bunch of stuff going on out there, so check those guys out. And that, you know what? That's gonna do it. That is gonna do it.
I'm Betty Bye.
Can I tell you my
Yes.
my
No. Maybe.
Huh?
Oh, okay. Nothing.
Do you want to hear my morning commute story?
Somebody run you over.
No. So I've heard it called like the zipper effect. Is it, like people merging, you kind of take turns merging in. And
Yeah, that doesn't work.
well, whatever, the merge or merging. So
The zipper merge. Yes, we know.
So, I'm cruising into work. I'm going, it's rush hour, so it's snail's pace.
No rush.
Yeah, no rush during rush hour. And so I'm driving, guy in front of me, and everyone up to this point has been, merging well before the end. And this lady comes up, and she just pretty much runs the concrete barrier all the way down until she can't go anymore. And that's right where my car is. So this lady's had more than enough time to, either check up or put her blinker on or nothing. Just running it right down the barrier. And then that's where I'm sitting. So I'm like, I don't know where this lady's going to go. So she just keeps coming over, and I just keep driving straight. And eventually, like, when my front quarter panel's, like, right next to her door, she turns around, pardon my language, she's like, you gotta fucking let me over. And I just start laughing. I'm like, what the hell, lady? So... But, yeah, that was my, that's how I started my day off. I wasn't mad at all, but I was just like, I don't get, you're 2 seconds ahead if you would have just, like, eased up and merged with everybody else. But, no, we gotta zing around everybody and get there first and wait. But that's it. That was my story. Take it for whatever.
All right, I'm just curious.
Yeah.
Michelle Obama or Hillary Clinton?
What do I have to do to them?
As in this lady's orientation.
What did her bumper sticker say?
Oh. Sorry. Over my head. Ooh.
What's her orientation? Which way was she orientated?
Hillary.
Really? Oh,
Mm-hmm.
would not have expected that. Okay.
Is that as bad as it gets in downtown rural Wisconsin?
Well, I don't know. When Amber drives, she seems to make a lot more friends than I do. That's pretty rare for me, stuff like that. But I don't know. It's just shit like that drives me nuts. And there's like this other little strip of road. It's not 2-lane. It's just, a normal 1-lane road. But like people just hit the shoulder and go around everybody. Like people are trying to turn left, and it's like, if I'm right behind that person that's turning left, all right, I'll go around. But like, there'll be 10 cars backed up, and then someone just hits the shoulder and buzzes by everybody. And it's just like, Yeah, I get it. There's, more than likely there is a person up there that's turning left, but like you don't know, There could be someone trying to cross the road, and then here you're gonna come clip them because you're too big of an ass to wait 2 seconds. So stuff like that irritates me, but that's about the extent of my morning commute. I have a few spots it gets a little irritating like that. Other than that, it's all good.
You know what you should have done? You should have rolled down your window and started throwing trash at her.
It's like
You should have got out and put a Talkin Moto sticker on her car.
There you go.
no.
So did you let her in or did you make her wait?
No, at this point she was in front of me. So-
You caved. I'd have gone by her on
Can't
the
believe
shoulder.
You gave her the inside line.
Oh no, I had when she started coming over, my front bumper was probably right at her driver door. So I didn't have much leverage anyway, other than I was just gonna keep going straight.
Yeah, you just got to remember, man. Robin's commuting.
That's right.
Could you imagine, like, the Focus is on its last legs, and it was one of those mornings where I really didn't give a damn, and this happens
just
again.
said, the hell with it.
Yeah, and just turned right into her and just. But yeah, someday the Focus will be on her last leg. But maybe I should. God, I need to get one of those dash cameras so I can.
Oh, then you can start being like MX Matt.
Yeah. You could be an Uber driver and post how terrible everyone else is all the time.
I did that. Have you guys ever used that? That is the most scariest thing I've ever done in my entire life.
What, Uber?
Used Uber?
Uber.
Why is it scary?
We came up to the...
Joe Blow shows up to drive you somewhere?
Okay, here's another side story. So we came up for the fair, the Minnesota fair, for work. So we drive up, we get to our hotel, and then we're using Uber. I'm like, all right. And there was enough of us where we needed 2 vehicles. And it's pretty much anyone with a vehicle can be a taxi driver, right? Is that pretty much the extent of Uber?
Pretty much.
From what I understand, yeah.
We're on, 494 and Highway 100. And it's like the guy had no idea where the Mall of America is. And I'm like, what the hell? Like,
I feel like that's probably the first thing you should do if you're going to be an Uber driver is know where you're going.
Yeah, like, I get it. You don't need to know everything, but, like, you think the Mall of America is a pretty good-sized landmark, and we're really not that far from it, So we get there, and then the other group was obviously using somebody else, and they're like, I think this lady's stoned. And I'm like, yeah, well, do what you got to do, I guess. But then, like, she had no idea where she was going either. And we had someone in that group was talking to us because at this point we're already at the mall. We're waiting for them to get there. And, like, the lady driving the second car was only taking instructions from the girl that was standing with us at the mall. She wasn't listening to the person that was in the car with her. So it was, I don't know. We finally got everyone together, and I'm like, what the hell just happened?
I don't know how they get away with it, because I'm 99% sure it's all against the law.
I don't know. It was weird. But
because you can't be a taxi driver without a chauffeur's license. So I don't know how they're doing that.
It's probably like the way you get away with prostitution when you're an escort, right? They're not paying you for the ride. They're just paying you. They're giving you money, and in exchange, you're going to drive them somewhere. But they're not really paying for the ride.
All right, I got a sweet idea. Uber escorts.
They'll what, come drive and pick you up and take you to the whorehouse or what?
Yeah.
Or you can you can have them take you wherever and do whatever.
Yeah.
So
You call it.
you can take care of that on your way to your destination.
Can you be my hooker and my taxi driver?
We'll call it brothels Uber service.
Oh man. So yeah, that was entertaining.
I'll drive myself, thank you.
Yeah.
That's what you do. You get the Uber driver to show up, and then you say, "You're in the passenger seat. I'm driving."
Yeah, but the guy when we got back, he was super cool. Like he was like our last stop or whatever. He's like, yeah, I was about ready to go home, and he had like Domino's and I was like, yeah, it's a Philly cheesesteak thing. If you want it, go ahead and have some. I'm like, I don't want any, but
He's doing the Uber gig while he's delivering pizzas. Double dipping.
No wonder this Philly cheesesteak took 2 hours to get delivered. Oh, I had to drop some assholes off at the State Fair or the Mall of America.
oh man,
I got lost though because I'd never been there apparently.
I wonder at what
Even though
point.
I live. Where the hell did he live? He lived in like Edina or whatever. You're on 100 and 494.
yeah, like I don't know how all that.
So he was like 4 miles from the mall or 6 miles from the mall.
Yeah,
But didn't know. Yep.
it's weird. Like, yeah, there's like an app, and you type in how many people you got, and I don't know if it just pings where you're at, and the closest one gets it. I don't know.
Believe it or not,
What's that?
it basically you log in when you're willing to work.
Mm.
So then, yeah, if you're in the area or whatever, then it'll ping you. I just wonder at what point you're committed. I mean, can you show up and just go, no, and drive away because you see the people and don't want to give them a ride?
Yeah. Those people are likely going to murder me and wear me as a coat. I'm not picking them up.
Yeah, but
you
you can give them, well, like anything else, like you can give them like a rating. So I think the first one didn't get a good rating. The second person got a pretty,
Wait, can you give the riders a rating? Like, this guy was super creepy and I didn't want him in my car and he smelled. Don't pick him up, Uber drivers.
Dude smelled like ass.
So I'm guessing you guys have to have the riders have to have the app too, right?
Yeah.
So it would be like, hey, this guy stiffed me for the ride or whatever.
No,
I suppose it just pays you automatically, doesn't it?
Yeah, everything's already taken care of. Yep. I think it's all rigged up through, well, I think you can do PayPal or your credit card, so I don't know if it's a distance thing or what, but yeah, it's already done, and they come pick you up, take you to where you go, and when you get there, you're done. But
I'm going to call for an Uber at the bowling alley some night.
Yeah, you might be waiting there a while. You better call it like noon or 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and
I'm gonna need you to come pick me up.
Give the guy in Bloomington a little heads up so he can come down and get you.
Yeah, probably.
I'm gonna show up about 11:45. I want to be pretty tuned up. I need a ride. But all right, boys, you got anything else?
Nope.
I'm cashed out.
Crickets.
I'm done.
Hey, Jason, your computer made it.
That's what you think. It's been freaking terrible.
Oh.
I don't think this is on my end, just so you know.
Shit. It could be my end. Everything you kind of had a few spots where it did normal, like cut out a little bit. Other than that, I think it's been good. Seems good on my end. Jeff was good.
Seems pretty funny that you would talk about that because I didn't catch anything of what you just said.
Well,
there were so many times tonight that I was just about to make a comment and then everything went duh.
I wouldn't mind trying something different. I don't know. Might be risky. Maybe on a different night. I'll work on it. There's another program I want to try using, and I think it should still all work, but we can mess around with that at a different time.
All in due time.
So probably we'll tune in to the races this weekend. Be back on Monday.
Yep.
And we'll take another break.
Breaks.
Breaks are good. I like breaks. All right, guys, that's it. Thanks for listening. We'll catch you next time.